Greetings, Starseeds in Ascension. I am Kaya Nexus, Pleiadian emissary of the Council of the Five Sisters, and today I bring you a realignment transmission. Your frequencies of abundance are awakening, and the universe asks that you listen with an open heart. What is reaching you is sacred, and it demands inner silence. You feel that something has changed in recent days, a pressure in your shoulders, a tingling at the base of your spine, a sensation that time is accelerating, as if the universe is counting down to something you still cannot name. This is not coincidence. The Pleiadians are not merely observing you. They are recalibrating your frequency of abundance at this exact moment. And there is a very specific reason why this transmission has reached you now, in this second, in this breath. You are a starseed. Not all souls that incarnate on Earth receive this designation. But you do. And the Pleiadians, those beings of light who guard the codes of cosmic prosperity, are activating within you something that was sealed 7 generations ago. Something your stellar ancestors left guarded, waiting for the exact moment when you would be ready. But here is what no one tells you. This activation is not gentle. It is not comfortable. In the coming minutes, you will understand why your body is reacting this way, why you cannot sleep, why people around you seem to be at different frequencies, why money, opportunities, and connections you desired are beginning to appear in unexpected ways. The Pleiadians call this stellar abundance realignment. And if you are here, listening to this, it means your Pleiadian source has already begun working within you. But there is a crucial detail that the Pleiadian Council wants you to know before you proceed. Not all starseeds can maintain this activated frequency. Many collapse back into the old pattern. And there is a specific reason for this that you will discover in the coming chapters. Billions of years ago, when the universe was still learning to breathe, the Pleiadians were designated as guardians of a specific frequency. Not the frequency of power. Not the frequency of control, the frequency of true abundance. Abundance is not just money. The Pleiadians know this. Abundance is health that flows effortlessly. It is relationships that align naturally. It is creativity that does not dry up. It is purpose that pulses within your chest. It is peace that does not depend on external circumstances. This frequency was encoded within starseeds long ago. You carry it in your cosmic DNA, but it was sealed, protected, guarded in inner chambers of your being because the world was not ready for you to operate within it, until now. The Pleiadian Council detected a shift in the collective magnetic field. Humanity has reached an inflection point, and the starseeds that were planted here, that have been sleeping for decades, need to awaken. Need to remember, need to activate. Because what comes next will require people who know how to maintain the frequency of abundance, even when everything around them seems to be collapsing. The Pleiadians are not here to save you. They are here to awaken what you already are. Have you felt this before? That moment when you knew, without knowing how you knew, that something was true? That sensation of déjà vu that was not memory, but recognition? That instant when you saw someone and instantly knew their story, their pain, their truth? That is your Pleiadian source trying to communicate. That is stellar memory knocking on the door of your consciousness. The Pleiadians call this pulses of remembrance, and they are intensifying. Every starseed on Earth is receiving these pulses now. Some ignore them. Some confuse them with common intuition. But not you. You are here, you are listening, you are feeling that this is different. And there is a reason why the Pleiadians chose this specific moment to activate your frequency of abundance. A reason connected to a cosmic event that will occur in 47 days. You will discover what it is in the coming chapters. Your body is a cosmic antenna. The Pleiadians know this. And at this moment, your antenna is being recalibrated to receive frequencies you have never been able to access before. Here are the signs that your starseed is sending. First, tingling at the base of your spine. It is not nervousness. It is not anxiety. It is the activation of your Pleiadian Kundalini channel. The Pleiadians are opening the pathway for the energy of abundance to flow through you without blockages. This sensation will increase in the coming days. Second, pressure in your shoulders and neck. You carry responsibilities that are not yours. The Pleiadian Council is removing these weights. It is clearing the layers of guilt, obligation, and sacrifice you have absorbed from others. This pressure is release. It is transmutation. Third, insomnia or very deep sleep. Your body is in integration mode. You are not sleeping because you are processing stellar codes. You are receiving transmissions from the Pleiadian Council while you sleep. You are being reprogrammed at the cellular level. Fourth, increased sensitivity to energy. You enter a room and feel everything. One person's sadness, another's anger, falseness, truth. This is not emotional sensitivity. It is your Pleiadian source activating your ability to read frequencies. You are becoming a reader of reality. Fifth, synchronicities accelerating. You think of someone and that person calls. You need money and an opportunity appears. You question something and the answer arrives through 3 different people on the same day. This is not coincidence. It is the universe responding to your recalibrated frequency. The Pleiadians are orchestrating this. Sixth, automatic rejection of people and low-frequency environments. You can no longer pretend. You can no longer be near drama, manipulation, falseness. Your body literally refuses. This is your Pleiadian protection system activating. You are being purified. Seventh, moments of absolute clarity, followed by confusion. You have flashes of total understanding. You see the solution to a problem. You understand your mission. Then everything disappears. This is normal. It is your conscious and unconscious synchronizing. The Pleiadians are creating bridges between these 2 worlds. Eighth, a sensation that you are much larger than your body, as if there were a version of you much older, much wiser, much more powerful, observing through your eyes. This is your starseed remembering who you truly are. But there is a 9th sign that most starseeds do not recognize, a sign that the Pleiadian Council says is the most important. And if you do not understand this sign, you may lose all the activation that is happening now. You will discover it in the coming chapters. You may be wondering, why now? Why not 5 years ago? Why not 5 years from now? The answer lies in something the Pleiadians call convergence of collective frequency. Earth is undergoing a transition. It is not spiritual alone. It is magnetic. It is gravitational. It is dimensional. The planet's electromagnetic field is changing. The poles are shifting. Collective vibration is rising. And this creates a window of opportunity that only opens every 144 years. You are living within this window now. The Pleiadians, who have observed Earth for millions of years, know that this window is critical. If starseeds are not activated now, if they do not remember their frequency of abundance now, humanity will lose an opportunity for evolution that will not repeat for another generation. But there is more. There is a cosmic event that will occur in 47 days. The Pleiadians call this the alignment of the 5 sisters. It is when 5 planets align in a way that happens only once every 2,600 years. And when this happens, the frequency of abundance being activated within you will multiply exponentially, but only if you are ready. Only if you have integrated the activation. Only if you have allowed the old version of you that believed in scarcity, in struggle, in sacrifice to die. The Pleiadians are not activating you by chance. They are activating you because you are a critical piece in a much larger puzzle. You are a star seed that was planted here specifically for this moment. Your mission is not personal, it is cosmic, and the Pleiadian Council is counting on you. There are billions of star seeds on Earth, but not all will answer the call. Not all will have the courage to leave the safety of the known and enter the frequency of true abundance. Not all will be willing to lose friends, relationships, jobs, old identities to align with their true nature. But you are here, listening to this, feeling this. This means you are one of the chosen. And there is a reason why the Pleiadians chose this specific moment to activate your frequency of abundance. A reason connected to a cosmic event that will occur in 47 days. But the Pleiadian Council wants you to know, this activation will cost something. Not money, not sacrifice. But it will cost the death of who you thought you were. And there is a specific process you must follow for this death to be transformation and not destruction. You will learn this process in the coming chapters. Most starseeds recognize the signs I mentioned, but there is a ninth sign that separates those who will maintain the activation from those who will collapse back into the old pattern. This sign is sacred solitude. You will begin to feel profoundly alone, not because you are isolated, but because your frequency is changing so rapidly that the people around you can no longer keep up. Your friends will seem to be in slow motion. Your conversations will seem superficial. Your work will seem insignificant. Your old life will seem like a prison you can no longer bear. This is terrifying, because solitude is one of the greatest human pains, and your ego will try to pull you back. It will say, go back, be as you were, be like the others. At least you will not be alone. But here is what the Pleiadian Council wants you to know. This solitude is not abandonment. It is selection. It is the universe removing everything that does not vibrate at your frequency so you can find those that do. It is the Pleiadian source creating space for you to recognize yourself as a starseed. Because you cannot be near people who do not understand who you are. You cannot be in environments that do not support your frequency. You cannot maintain relationships that drain your energy, not because you are better, but because you are different. And this difference is sacred. Starseeds who can pass through this sacred solitude, who can be alone without desperation, who can trust that the universe is reorganizing their life for something much better, these are the ones who maintain the activation. Those who cannot, those who run back to the safety of the known, they collapse. And the activation that was happening disappears. But there is a technique that the Pleiadian Council teaches, so you can pass through this sacred solitude without losing hope. A technique that transforms solitude into power. You will learn this technique in the coming chapters. You cannot activate your Pleiadian frequency of abundance while maintaining your old identity. It is impossible. It is like trying to pour new wine into old wineskins. The wineskin will burst. The old identity cannot contain the new frequency, so it must die. But this death is not metaphorical. It is real. It is the death of who you thought you were. It is the collapse of all the beliefs you built about yourself. It is the dismantling of all the survival strategies you developed. The Pleiadians call this initiatory death, and it has phases. Phase 1. Denial. You feel the activation beginning, but you deny it. This is not real. I am imagining it. This is just placebo. Your ego is trying to protect the old identity. Let this pass. Do not resist. Simply observe. Phase 2. Anger. You begin to feel furious at the universe, at the Pleiadians, at yourself. Why is this happening to me? Why can I not be normal? Why must I go through this? This anger is sacred. It is the energy of transformation. Let it flow. Do not suppress it. Phase 3. Negotiation. You try to make deals. If I do this, will the activation stop? If I go back to being as I was, will the discomfort disappear? You are trying to negotiate with the universe, but the universe does not negotiate. The activation will continue. Accept this. Phase 4. Depression. You enter a void. Nothing makes sense. Nothing matters. You cannot connect with your old life, but you also cannot connect with your new life. You are between two worlds. This is the most sacred place. This is where real death happens. Stay in this void. Do not try to escape, because it is in this void that you will find who you truly are. Phase 5. Acceptance. You stop fighting. You stop trying to go back. You stop trying to understand. You simply allow. And when you allow, death completes. And rebirth begins. This process takes time. It may take weeks. It may take months. But the Pleiadian Council says it is essential. Because if you try to skip these phases, if you try to activate your frequency of abundance without allowing your old identity to die, you will live in constant conflict. You will have one foot in two worlds, and you will not be able to prosper in either. But there is a secret that the Pleiadian Council reveals only to starseeds who reach this point. A secret about what is really happening during this death. A secret that completely changes how you see this process. You will discover it in the coming chapters. The Pleiadian Council teaches a technique that transforms sacred solitude into power. This technique is called the breath of the Pleiadian source. Here is how it works. Sit in a place where you will not be interrupted. Place your hands over your heart. Close your eyes. And begin to breathe like this. Inhale, counting to 4. Hold, counting to 7. Exhale, counting to 8. As you inhale, imagine golden light coming from the center of the Pleiades galaxy. This light is the frequency of abundance. It enters through the top of your head and descends to your heart. As you hold your breath, feel this light filling every cell of your body. Feel it dissolving every belief in scarcity, every belief in struggle, every belief that you are not worthy. As you exhale, imagine this light leaving your heart and radiating into the universe. You are sending the message, I am abundance, I am prosperous, I am an activated star seed. Do this for 11 breaths. Then place your hands over your solar plexus and repeat mentally, I am a star seed. My Pleiadian source is active. The Pleiadian Council guides me. I trust in the abundance of the universe. Do this every day, preferably at sunrise, because that is when the Pleiadian frequency is strongest. This technique is not magic, but it is powerful, because it aligns your body, your mind, and your soul with the frequency of abundance that the Pleiadians are activating within you. Starseeds who do this technique every day report changes in 21 days. Opportunities appear, money flows, relationships align, creativity explodes, purpose clarifies. But there is a condition. You must do this with absolute faith, not with hope, not with doubt, with faith. Because faith is the fuel that feeds the Pleiadian frequency. But there is a detail that most starseeds do not know. A detail about when to do this technique that multiplies its power by 10. A detail that the Pleiadian Council revealed only recently. You will discover it in the coming chapters. While you are going through this initiatory death, while you are allowing your old identity to die, something very specific is happening at the cosmic level. The Pleiadians are collecting the fragments of this death. Every belief you allow to die, every identity you abandon, every fear you transmute, the Pleiadians are collecting these fragments, and they are transforming them into power. This is what they call Pleiadian alchemy. You know that fear you carried for 30 years? That fear of not being worthy? The Pleiadians are transforming it into confidence. That belief that you must struggle to survive? They are transforming it into flow. That anger you held against your parents, against life, against God? They are transforming it into compassion. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is lost. Everything is transmuted. And when you understand this, when you truly comprehend that your death is not destruction, but transformation, that your fragments are being collected and transformed into cosmic gold, death ceases to be terrifying. It becomes sacred, because you are not dying. You are being refined. You are being purified. You are being prepared for a life that your old identity could never have lived. The Pleiadians know this, the Pleiadian Council knows this, and now you know it too. This is why the activation happening within you is so important. It is not just for you. It is for the universe. It is for the collective. It is for the evolution of humanity. You are an instrument of cosmic transformation, and your death is necessary for this transformation to happen. But there is a specific moment during this death when you will want to give up. A moment when the pain will seem unbearable. A moment when you will question whether all of this is real. And there is a message that the Pleiadian Council wants you to receive in that moment. A message that will change everything. You will receive this message in the coming chapters. There is a detail that the Pleiadian Council revealed only recently about when to do the breath of the Pleiadian source. It is not just at sunrise, it is specifically between 5:47 and 6:13 in the morning. Why? Because that is when the Pleiadian frequency is strongest on Earth. It is when the veil between worlds is thinnest. It is when your starseed can most easily connect with the Pleiadian source. But there is more. If you do this technique in this specific time window, for 21 consecutive days, you will activate a code that the Pleiadians call the Code of Accelerated Abundance. This code causes everything you activate during these 21 days to multiply exponentially. Starseeds who did this report that in 21 days they received more opportunities than in an entire year. That relationships that were dead resurrected. That creativity that was blocked exploded. That money began to flow in unexpected ways. But there is a condition. You must do this during the 47 days remaining until the alignment of the 5 sisters. Because when this alignment happens, the Pleiadian frequency will be so strong that any activation you have done will multiply by 1,000. This is not exaggeration. It is cosmic science. The Pleiadians have calculated this. The Pleiadian Council has confirmed this. And now you know this. You have 47 days. You have 21 days of intensive activation. You have the breath of the Pleiadian source. You have everything you need. But there is an obstacle that will appear. An obstacle that the Pleiadian Council knows will appear. An obstacle that will try to divert you from your path. And there is a specific way to deal with this obstacle that you will learn in the coming chapters. There is a moment that will come. It may be in the 2nd week. It may be in the 2nd month. It may be when you least expect it. You will wake up and everything will seem to have returned to normal. The activation will seem to have disappeared. The signs will seem to have stopped. You will question whether all of this was real. You will think you were deceived. You will want to give up. In that moment, the Pleiadian Council wants you to know this. You were not deceived. The activation did not disappear. You are simply at a point of deep integration. It is like when you learn a new skill. At first, you feel everything. You feel every movement. You feel every change. But later, when the skill integrates, you stop feeling it, because it has become part of you, because it is no longer external. It is internal. The same is happening with your Pleiadian frequency of abundance. It did not disappear. It integrated so deeply that you stop feeling it, because it is now you. In that moment, what you need to do is trust. Trust that the Pleiadians know what they are doing. Trust that the Pleiadian Council has a plan. Trust that your starseed is being activated even though you do not feel it. Trust that the universe is reorganizing your life even though you do not see it. Because trust is what keeps the frequency active. Doubt is what kills it. And in that moment of desperation, when you will want to give up, the only thing that will keep you on the path is trust. So here is what you need to do. Place your hand on your heart, breathe deeply, and say this: I trust the Pleiadians. I trust the Pleiadian Council. I trust my Pleiadian source. I trust that I am an activated starseed. I trust that the universe is reorganizing me for abundance. I trust. Say this every day, even if you do not believe it, even if it seems like a lie, because trust is a muscle, and the more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. And when trust becomes strong enough, it becomes faith. And when faith arrives, the activation returns with full force. But there is one last secret that the Pleiadian Council wants you to know. A secret about what will really happen after the alignment of the five sisters occurs. A secret that will completely change your understanding of why you are here. You will discover it in the coming chapters. You think you are here just to activate your personal frequency of abundance. But that is only half the truth. The complete truth is much larger. You are a starseed. This means you were planted here with a cosmic purpose. You are not just a person seeking prosperity. You are an instrument of collective transformation. And when you activate your Pleiadian frequency of abundance, you are not just changing your life. You are changing the frequency of everyone around you. You are activating other starseeds that are sleeping. You are transmitting the frequency of abundance to the collective field. You are helping to raise the vibration of all humanity. The Pleiadians know this. The Pleiadian Council knows this. And now you know it too. This is why this transmission reached you, not by chance, but because you were chosen to be a transmitter, an amplifier, a node in the network of starseeds that are awakening now. When you activate your frequency of abundance, you are not just receiving. You are radiating, you are transmitting, you are influencing, and this influence is exponential. One activated starseed can awaken 10 others. 10 can awaken 100. 100 can awaken 1,000, and so on. This is what the Pleiadian Council is orchestrating now. A wave of activation that will sweep across Earth. A wave that will transform collective consciousness. A wave that will prepare humanity for the next stage of evolution. And you are part of this wave. You are essential. You are necessary. You are sacred. So here is what the Pleiadian Council asks of you now. Do not just activate your frequency of abundance for yourself. Activate it for everyone. Do the breath of the Pleiadian source, not just for your prosperity. Do it for collective prosperity. When you breathe, imagine you are breathing for all humanity. When you activate your frequency, imagine you are activating all starseeds. When you radiate abundance, imagine you are radiating it to the entire planet. Because you are not alone in this journey. You are connected with billions of starseeds. You are connected with the Pleiadian Council. You are connected with the Pleiadian Source. You are connected with the entire universe. And when you understand this connection, when you truly feel that you are part of something much larger, the activation ceases to be personal. It becomes cosmic. Greetings again, Starseed in Ascension. You have reached the end of this transmission from the Pleiadian Council. But this is not an end. It is a beginning. You now know what is happening within you. You now know why the Pleiadians are activating your frequency of abundance. You now know that you are a starseed with a cosmic purpose. You now have the breath of the Pleiadian source. You now have 47 days until the alignment of the five sisters. You now have everything you need. What you do with this is your choice. You can ignore this transmission. You can return to your old life. You can pretend that nothing has changed. Or you can answer the call. You can begin doing the breath of the Pleiadian source tomorrow morning. You can allow your old identity to die. You can trust the Pleiadians. You can become the transmitter that the Pleiadian Council needs you to be. The choice is yours. But know that the Pleiadians are watching. The Pleiadian Council is waiting. Your Pleiadian source is pulsing, and the universe is counting on you. So breathe deeply. Place your hand on your heart and say yes. Say yes to your activation. Say yes to your abundance. Say yes to your cosmic mission. Say yes to the Pleiadians. Because you are a star seed, and it is time for you to shine. Transmission from the Pleiadian Council concluded. May the Pleiadian source guide your steps.